welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil. And today I'm in Oldbury. In fact, I'm actually standing at the border of Oldbury and Smethwick. Ahead of me as I look would have been the Chancellor's Glassworks. But the question I'm asking today is, what would make somebody want to live near an airport or next to a railway station, or in this case, living next to a motorway? Well, I'm going to take you to a road here in Oldbury where there are several houses that live right next, almost underneath the M5 motorway. So we're going to take a look at that and see what it looks like down there. So just ahead of me there would have been Chance's, where all that grey building is. All around there would have been Chance's. That's the Smethwick side, and we've got there was all sports grounds, tennis courts just there, and ahead of me, just beyond this wall, was a bowling green. Now just beyond that wall is just like a wooded area, but I believe there used to be a bowling green just beyond the wall there. All these houses along here look like, well, I don't know, 20s, 30s. And if you just look over there, between these two houses here, there is a gap there, but that used to be farmland where that large factory structure is now. Blakely Hall Farm used to be beyond the wall, behind all these houses here, and it was believed that around about 1772 that a Blakely Hall used to stand up there somewhere before it was demolished, and a new farmhouse was put in its place, I believe. Blakely Hall Farm farmhouse. Can't be 100% on that one, but there is a road just a bit further along here as we go along towards along Birmingham Road towards Oldbury, called Blakely Hall Road. I'll take you along there, show you what's down there. If I just pan you back, Oldbury Road is further on, past those shrubs on the left. That would take you into Smethwick. And as we go along Birmingham Road here, we'll take you into Oldbury. Very confusing. Now this is the dual carriageway. Extraordinarily busy. No matter what day, no matter what time. Coming up to a small island just here, where the road to the left will take you up to the Rood End area of Oldbury. It's called Rood End Road. So the question really is, would you live next to a motorway? Because, as I said earlier, I'm going to take you to some houses that are right next to it. And can you imagine the noise that must be coming from that motorway right next to your house? But could it be any different to all the houses that we can see here along this very busy dual carriageway? This is Rood End Road then. This place is now called Marsiglia. Sounds Italian, where it's got all this marked out car parking space. It used to be a small road that would cut the corner off here, and the road would run through here and come out just at the top somewhere on the right. But you see, it's all fenced off now. I mean, it was a road, it was a long time ago. Now I'm on the island here. I just want to show you something where it's got all the Gillette signs here. There's a road, an access road actually. There's just some metal gates at the end now. It leads to some storage units, I believe, but That used to be the entrance to a pit called the Blakely Hall Colliery. Yeah, so there was all coal mining behind all these houses here. But this used to be a petrol garage. Now it's been as a hand car wash now for a while. It's a very popular one, this. Antonio's. 9 AM till 7 PM every single day. Yes, so you can see all these properties now. As I said, there was lots of mining beyond these houses, but these houses weren't there then when there was mining going on, obviously. There's one or two shops around here actually. Just point them out to you. You'd be surprised to find that one of the shops is a barber's. You wouldn't believe it, would you? But it's true. And there's a convenience store just here, and there's an old pub here called the British Queen, and it's actually still got its welcoming lantern outside the main door. It's no longer a traditional pub, it's a bar and grill now. This is Pope's Lane, and this is the side of the British Queen. Quite a big place actually. Stretches quite back a bit. At Pope Lane, there was the Albrighton Secondary Modern School just up there on my right. Then it became a college, I think. But it's all closed down now. It's all demolished now. It's all demolished a while back. There are several factory units and such like up there. We take a look at these few shops just over the road. There's something called a spa over there, Blossom Day Spa, and there's a beauty salon which is hair and makeup. Next to that we've got a Turkish razor, Kings, and there's somebody actually in there having his beard trimmed. There's the Medina Meat Centre and a King Fish Kebab Grill. And next to that, look, you see that house there, look? It's all boarded up, all derelict. Yeah, just get a bit more of a close-up of this place. It's the right state, isn't it? All those window frames are all gone. There's no glass up there as such. And all the front's all boarded up with metal cladding. Okay, so what we'll do now is I'm going to take you down this road. This is called Blakely Hall Road, so named after the Blakely Hall, which was further up Birmingham Road. This is the road where people actually live right next to the motorway. You can see the motorway ahead now, look. And that's the M5. And this is Blakely Hall Gardens, just here. And I think that's another part of Blakely Hall Road, just up there, because they're all no-through roads, all sealed at the end. Now the intriguing part of this is that Blakely Hall Road was a continued road. It was never a sealed road, because we've got houses here on my left, terraced houses, semi-detached houses just ahead of me, and beyond there would have been allotment gardens, all built around the 20s, I'd imagine, 20s, 30s. And as you can see, look, now ahead of me we've got the motorway. Look how big it looks on these concrete pillars. And see the houses here on the left, look, they're almost looks as though they're almost underneath the motorway itself, underneath the M5. And also here on the right as well, look. Look at that. Just looks like it's right underneath the motorway, doesn't it? This end one here. Now why would you want to live right almost underneath this thing? All those petrol fumes the noise, the constant drone. Okay, there you go, look, this is the motorway. I cut through here in 1967. We're right next to it. Now Blakely Hall, look, Blakely Hall Road now, look, you can see it's sealed here, but at one time it would carry on a bit further beyond the motorway and its pillars, and it would go left just by where that factory is there, that unit there. So a few houses must have been demolished when this M5 motorway was constructed here in 1967. So, there you go. We come out to Blakely Hall Road now. We'll just continue a little further along Birmingham Road. Would you want to live in a house next to a motorway with all those lorries, heavy lorries, thundering almost over the top of your house? How would you sleep at night? But as you see, all those houses were all being lived in. Anyway, as I said earlier, you know, this road's pretty busy, but perhaps not as busy as a motorway, is it really? All these lorries, as you can see ahead of me, the M5 there, across this busy dual carriageway. I mean, I'm going to show you this house at the end here as well. I mean, this one here, when we get down to the end of this terrace, the house is near the motorway itself, and also in front of all this cacophonous racket of the dual carriageway. The worst of both worlds here. Along here, of course, it's a dual carriageway, but it's not really, it's just one lane. It used to be two lanes, but they've allowed all the cars to park along here with a designated space to park now along the side. So that particular carriageway is down to one lane, really. Got navigation close in front of us. See this house here on the corner? You can see it's right next to the motorway and this dual carriageway here. Right, now we're right underneath the M5, and I tell you what, you don't feel claustrophobic walking under here. You can hear the roar of the traffic above your head. Look how low it looks ahead of me. And look at all these concrete pillars here. The M5 itself is around 163 miles long, and this particular part of the motorway is elevated on these huge concrete pillars. The motorway opened in 1962, the M5, and it was completed in 1977. And this particular part of the motorway is an elevated stretch that it takes you junction 2 up to the junction of the M6, and it's all elevated along here. You can see lots of pillars that this stretch of the motorway is on. And this particular stretch here was built between 1967 and 1970. To show you the Birmingham Canal, just crossing the Birmingham Canal now. Now this Birmingham Canal was, I think it was probably the first canal that came to Oldbury. It was constructed in 1772 by James Brindley, the famous canal builder. This is the Gregston Industrial Estate. And over there is the Springfield Industrial Estate. In the distance, beyond that grey factory there, where the motorway runs, there used to be the Springfield Chemical Works over at the back. It's Manchester Street, I think, just here. And just, as I say, as well as the Springfield Chemical Works, there'd be iron foundries up there also. There's Manchester Street. That would take you to all the industries at the back. We're on the corner of Bridge Street now, and this is where I'll wrap it up. Well, there you go, eh? Fancy living next to a motorway like that, eh? It must be an absolute racket when those big juggernauts are thundering along the motorway, more or less over the top of your house. And I guess it's probably a waste of time even trying to sunbathe in your garden. Could the motorway be blocking the sun anyway? But the noise and the racket it must be. You'd never get any peace along there, would you? But like everything else, maybe they're used to it, you know. But anyway, it wouldn't be for me. So if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.